Yeah, all right. Yeah, I like groceries too. Yeah, my wife she's worn me down over the years. I find myself shopping more and more at fucking Trader Joe's. I used to just go in there and get pissed off. Cause I'd walk in, I do like 3 laps around the place. Finally, somebody working there would be like, "Can I help you find something?" I'm like, "Yeah, something I fucking recognize would be fantastic." Yeah, where's your Oreos aisle? This place fucking sucks, dude. What the fuck is this shit? Like I didn't realize that Trader Joe's does more. They do more food recalls than any other, like, I guess, food distributor. Like, if somebody brought that to my attention, I looked it up online. Like, and they're right. Yeah, they do. Like the most recent one I saw was I guess Trader Joe's chocolate chip cookies. I guess people found rocks in them. And the company line they came with was like, "Yeah, if you get some of those cookies, bring them in and exchange them for good ones." Like, thanks, dumbass. I mean, probably a better thing would be, I mean, we'd really like to know why you're baking on fucking gravel. Really, I mean, why is that involved at all? Why are there rocks around? I mean, that's I fucking food recalls will fuck your shit up, man. I had like, what was it? I think it was my whole 2022 fucked up because I don't know if you remember, there's a recall on GIF. I don't know if anybody else remembers or if you're all adults, but I couldn't get my fucking GIF, man. Like before that happened, like I had no idea that the GIF jar was clear. I always thought it was brown. I never had to fucking chisel peanut butter off the sides, but because there was like a salmonella outbreak at the GIF plant, and it just kept going and going. Like you couldn't get any fucking GIF forever. And my wife even tried to talk me into, like, she's like, "Why don't you just get another brand?" I'm like, "Why don't you just fuck off?" All right? I mean, don't try. I hate when people try to minimize my problems, you know, like. It's like, why don't you try Trader Joe's Old Fashioned? I'm like, "Do you work for fucking Trader Joe's?" Jesus Christ. Like, I'm like, because I know what Old Fashioned is code for. It's code for fucking gross, is what it is. I mean, like, I'm just gonna forget the puddle of fucking oil on top of my peanut butter when I open it. Oh, I'll just stir that in and I won't remember that. No, I will fucking remember that. It's fucking gross. Shouldn't be there. But it's, yeah, it went forever though. Like it went for months. Like you couldn't get a fucking GIF. Like I remember, like I was on my way home from here one night when that was happening. Like I stopped. There's a Vaughn's around the corner from my house. I never go there. I stopped there that night on my way home. I go in the peanut butter aisle. There's one jar of GIF, and they weren't fucking around either. It was like the Donkey Kong barrel of fucking GIF, you know, like and it had handles on the side and shit. Like. I'm like, "Oh fuck yeah!" I put it in my cart. I'm like, all right. I felt like I was shoplifting. I go up to the front. Yeah, I put it on the belt. The lady rings it up. She's like, "Boop! Oh, sorry." It's like, this has been recalled. I can't sell it to you. I'm like, "Oh, well then can I just have it?" Yeah, I mean, it made me realize at that point, I'm like, I would rather risk salmonella poisoning than eat fucking Skippy. Yeah, I mean, that's how bad fucking Skippy is to me. It's like, but I hate when people try to fucking minimize my problems like that. You know, like, you know, my wife says, "Why don't you just get another brand?" Like, I mean, fucking, you know, like I hate when people do that in general to other people. Like they just don't put themselves in their shoes. Like, what it seems to be at every airport now that you go to, but like the Vegas airport was one of the first ones. Like you go in the bathroom stall and they have those signs on the inside of the stall that said, "If you're the victim of human trafficking, call this number," right? And I remember one time I went in the restroom at this airport, and you know, somebody had scratched out the number. They put, "Or just run, stupid." I was like, what the fuck? What a fucking asshole! Like, imagine if you're that person. Like, you know, you picked that stall. Like, god damn it! It's like, oh, I guess I never thought of that. I should try to move faster than them. Thank you, fucking genius. So yeah, I mean, because it's like I couldn't imagine. Can you imagine being that, like, whoever fucking, you know, is trafficking fucking people? Like, what a piece of shit. You know, and we're a little low on cash. Why don't we go steal some people? Yeah, I mean, that seems right. I mean, I don't want to run a car wash again or anything, so yeah, let's try that. fucking bake sale. That sucked. So yeah. Like I couldn't imagine doing that. It takes a special kind of shitty person to do that. You know, like my aunt was doing Ancestry.com. Like, you know, if you've ever been on there, like you got to really do some digging. Like if you don't hire somebody to do it after like the first couple generations, you really got to go through census reports and shit. She came to lunch one day. She's like, hey, I found out that our great-great-great-great-grandfather on your grandmother's side, he used to work on slave ships. I'm like, oh. Did he not keep his voice down either? Because it must run in our fucking family. Shut the fuck up. There's people around. What the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, well, his name was, I'm like, I don't want to hear. I don't want to know anymore. Like I just want to leave it to my imagination. Like maybe he was just the ship's entertainment, you know, or something. You know, it's like, hey, where are you from? Oh, Africa too. Fuck, kind of a theme here, right? And I mean, I couldn't imagine, because to think that like that was somewhere in my like family's bloodline, I couldn't imagine being able to fucking do that. Like every time I watch movies, like, you know, have anything to do with like slavery, like 12 Years a Slave or Roots or anything like that, I always watch those movies and I go, like, how desperate are the white actors for work? I'd be a fucking mess on the set, dude. Like, action, bale that cotton, boy. Cut. Dude, I am so fucking sorry. Again, I don't want to. I didn't write this shit, man. I needed a job. And here, you can whip me if you want. I'll buy you lunch. I couldn't imagine doing that. I remember I said that one time. I was in Toledo one time, and this woman comes up after the show, and she's like, oh, you don't need to feel bad about slavery. I'm like, oh, great. This is gonna be a fun fucking conversation. Like, did she really think she was going to tell me something? And I'd be like, hey, everybody, never mind about the slavery thing. It was cool, yeah, because I was talking to fucking Darla over here, and yeah, she set me straight. But she's like, oh, well, people didn't look at each other the same way back then. They just didn't look at them as people. They looked at them as just like a product that they were selling. I'm like, okay. It still doesn't fucking cut it for me. I mean, because, you know, even if it was like that, like if I look at something as a product, it's a product, like fine. Like if I'm in a grocery store again, if there's like a roll of paper towels on the shelf, I grab it, I put it in my cart, it's a product, fine. But if I grab that roll of paper towels and it goes, no, please, sir, I have a family. Sorry, I didn't mean to fuck with you. You know, I mean, unless it was a jar of GIF. Then you're coming with me. I'm sorry. It's just. Thank you guys.